Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to show you how to do a nice, natural, everyone can do this, it'll match every dress, prom look. So I really took it step by step by step so that you could see every single step to creating this eye look so that everyone can give it a try, and I hope it works out for everyone. But yeah, I really liked how it turned out. I just did a nice neutral eye with some glimmer. So literally anyone can do this, and I'm almost 100% sure this will match every single dress. So I really hope you give it a try. And I just paired it with some nude lips, which obviously go with everything. So I think that's all I have to say about this look. So I really hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate every single view and like. Thank you. Enjoy! The first thing you want to do before doing anything with photography is definitely moisturize, because you don't want any flaky, dry pieces under your makeup. So make sure you're all nice and moisturized. Even if you're oily, just because you're oily, that's no excuse to not moisturize. I'm very oily. Moisturizing helps. Look how nice and red I got. Just what I like. Then you're going to prime. Personally, I don't have a drugstore or pretty affordable primer, but this is the sample size of the Porefessional, so you can always get this in the sample version, and it holds a lot. Like this, I'm not even halfway done, and I've used it like 20 times. Before you go any further, since this is prom, you want everything to last super long and super sturdy. So prime your nose, and you just put concealer all around your nose, and it really helps if you're oily. This has improved my makeup longevity so immensely. Don't feel like you have to buy a beauty blender. These Real Technique sponges, I swear, work the same. When you dampen them, you really can't tell that much of a difference at all. It's just gonna look like this. And then you're going to go in and with your foundation. This foundation is the 222 and the 122 Maybelline Fit Me foundation mixed together. If you have excess left on your hand, do not use it if you don't need it. You don't want to look cakey. Only use what you need, and if you have excess, forget about it. Blend your foundation down your neck so that you're all the same color. Now for concealer, personally I don't like the super highlighted under eye look, and I tend to go for a shade that's only a little bit lighter than my skin tone, as you know from watching me. So I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me in 10 and just draw those triangles. See how this is just kind of barely a shade lighter than me? I prefer that. You can highlight right under your cheekbones if you want. And then just blend. Now time to set your face, and you can use the Coty Airspun powder, very affordable, very good. So a little tip. For prom, you're definitely going to be taking a lot of pictures, so you don't want to put on too much powder, or else you're just going to have insane flashback, and that really ruins pictures. So I will show you how I would apply it so that I wouldn't get too much flashback. So I just take a little bit on my thing, not a little bit, I take some on my thing, and I just lightly distribute it everywhere before I just push it into my skin. I'm just using the same technique all over my face. If you're as oily as I am, I sometimes set my nose and bake my nose, and then I just leave it while I do the rest of my makeup. Take a little bit on the pointed side, just a little bit, and set your under eye. I'll do a slight baking. There we go. Okay, now for bronzer. This is my favorite, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Drugstore, affordable, use it. Tip for contour and bronzer, never take it lower than it needs to be. See that natural contour line? Take it there and above. If you take it below, it's just going to look muddy and weird and gross. Don't do that. Just go like that. And I brush it almost in upward strokes, delicate upward strokes. See that? See how I just accentuated the cheekbones and I didn't just make my whole right side of my face dark? And blend into your hairline. See, look at that. Not warm. Warmed. And I always like to warm up my under my chin and my jawline. Okay, for contour, I also don't have a very affordable alternative, but this step is also optional because bronzing does all the warming up and stuff that you need to do, and it carves out your cheekbones too. So this is an optional step, but if you want to take that extra step, I recommend it because why not? For this step, super easy. All you do, I take like a packing contour brush, and I dip it into a cool toned, very cool gray toned contour, and I tap it in the cheekbones. I don't rub, I just tap because it is a packing brush, so I feel like if I rub, it'll rub some of my under product off, like my foundation. So you're just going to go like that, tap, and also remember, bring it upwards. You don't want it to look muddy and weird. Okay, so for brows, first step, always comb them through to shape them into the way you're going to be carving them out. Just like that. I'm using a pomade because pomades tend to, I feel like they tend to just really stay on all day. So pomades are my go-to. For brows, you're just going to start by filling out the tail. For arch, you're just going to go lightly, start to carve it out. Find your shape, and I can tell that my shape is right here, like this is my arch right here. So, connect it from the front so that everything flows together. Then dipping your brush back in the pomade, you're going to start filling in the body of the brow. Begin by filling in the bottom. And dipping your brush once again back in the pomade. Going to keep shaping the bottom until you're completely happy with how it looks. And if you ever do something you don't like, don't worry. Just use your spoolie and comb it out. I'm just going to go in with my shade 10 concealer. If you ever go too ham on the inner part of your brows and you want it to be more ombre than it is, all you have to do is take some setting powder. Okay, so I actually kind of like how this brow turned out a little bit more, but you win some, you lose some. Okay, so now we're going to prime your eyes and get ready for eyeshadows. So just, again, prime your eyes with some concealer. After you're primed, just dip into some loose powder and set your eyes. And a quick little tip I forgot to mention while doing your face makeup. You might want to do it in front of a window or any natural lighting so that you know exactly how everything's going to look when you walk outside. So for eyeshadow today, we're going to be using the Morphe, it's the 25A, but I think it's the Copper Spice. Super pretty, look at that. We're just going to be doing a neutral eye today so that everyone can try it. So to start your eyes, you're just going to dip into a nice neutral shade like this one or this one. This one's more peachy toned, but I think I like the whiter toned, or the creamier toned one. Then you're going to go in with a transition color, and I'm going to be using a mix of this one, and possibly just all three of these. This look is going to be primarily just layering, buffering, blending so that it's very nice and soft and all blended together. So now you're just going to be dipping into a darker brown to get a more smoky effect. I'll be dipping into this one right here. Oh my gosh, my nails look so good. Just use a fluffy shadow brush for this one. Just tuck this into your crease for more dimension. Slightly go in circle motion so that you're blending it further and further into your brow bone. So first, lay it down in just slight windshield wiper motions. Then, pick up a little bit more product, dab it off so you just have a little bit, and go in your circular motions to blend it further and further into the brow bone. Now I'm going to be taking that same brown on a flat shader brush and packing it on my outer corners. Start about 3/4 of the way from the outside of your eye. And just start packing. And don't go any further than the outside of your eye right now. We will eventually, but not yet. Just kind of in a slight angle. See how it's slightly diagonal? Then you're just going to take that same brush and use the excess of whatever's left on it and blend that harsh line. And sometimes I just go back into the original color, and so you can just go back into like one of the 3 browns that you used. And just take that and help it to blend. Now for the rest of the blending, you're going to want to dip in to the same shade we've been using, this dark brown, lightly. Now going with a very dense packing eyeshadow brush, you're going to go into the darkest brown that they have in there, this one. And you're going to pack that on your outer corner, and this time you are going past the edge of your eye. So you're just going to tuck this out here. You very slightly bring it out into your cat eye. Then, surprise, surprise, you're going to blend. So dipping into that brown that you were using earlier, the darker one, just go ahead and blend. So with this dense packing brush, I'm just bringing it out ever so slightly. Do you see that, how I just slightly brought it out? And then blend like always. You can take loose setting powder and the edge of your beauty blender. You just draw a slight line. I don't care if you're a neutral person, when you're going to prom, you have to have some sparkle. So these 2 right here are so great for neutral glam. We're going to want this one now. There we are. I'm going to dip into this slightly gold shade and pack that on top because I like my looks to be more warm. I think I'm going to brush off all of the bake. Now we're going to do lashes. So coat your lashes in any mascara you'd like. So for lashes today, I'm going to be using Melanti lashes in the style Tease. They're so cute. And these are really affordable lashes. With the code discount20, you can get them for $12, I'm pretty sure, or something great like that. And these are the style tees, and these are the ones I'm wearing today. Or you could also get, these are the other ones I have. Sorry, they're such a mess. These are in the style seductive. High key recommend. Something I love about these lashes is that the lash line is so perfect that when you put them on, you don't need to cover the lash line with eyeliner or anything because it looks like you have eyeliner on. It's so nice. I love these lashes. And the tease ones, look at these. How cute. So tip for applying lashes, all you have to do, go like this and make sure they're more circular. So make sure they're more like that. So like that. And then put the glue on and actually wait for it to get tacky, because sometimes I'm impatient and I'm like, I don't want to wait, and I just put them on and then I have such a hard time because it's wet glue. It just gets all over the place. So get them in shape, put the glue on, hold them by their ends, let them get tacky, and then put them on. Go ahead and set my brows. You can do this with anything, but this is just what I have. And I'm just going to set them in place so they're in place all night. Okay, for highlight, I'm going to be using a very affordable Sephora Illuminator. I don't know if they discontinued this, but Sephora, the Sephora line, I'm pretty sure they still have something similar to this. So you can use it. All you got to do is put your drops where you want them. For prom, go a little bit sparser on it, because especially if you're oily, if you do a lot, it's just going to end up looking oily and shiny and not cute. So just go a little bit sparser. So fun news, this dries really quick, so I'm going to have to add a little bit more so that I can blend it. So I am going to do a slight nose contour. Now for under eyeshadow, we're going to be using a flat shader brush like this and going into the Morphe palette, the Copper Spice one like we've been using, and just dipping into, keep it basic, just dipping it into this color and just going on our outer corners really quick. Then I'm going in with the dampened small little shader brush and I'm doing my inner corner highlighting. Just put some mascara on your bottom lashes. And you can never go wrong with a nude lip. So lately I've been loving this NYX nude lip pencil in the shade Natural. And just line your lips. So after the lip liner, just go in with a nude like this. This is Maybelline Blushing Beige. So that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you try this look out. And I went step by step, so I hope it made it easier than any regular tutorial. So I really like how it turned out, and I hope you did too. So have a great prom. So I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much again for watching. I love you.